Annika, how's my skin looking?
Great.
Thanks. Hi and welcome back to Madison and Davroe. Today I'm going to be drying Jeremy's hair natural. He's got a natural curl in there and we want to accentuate it. So I'll be using a few nourishing products because his hair is quite dry, and that's the majority of people with curly hair. It does tend to fluff out, so you want to use something heavy but not too heavy. You want it to weigh the curl down a little bit so he doesn't look like a curly Sue. But also something nourishing. So I'm going to be using 3 products today, and 1 product I'm going to be using to dry the hair a little bit because Jeremy still wants to look a little bit rough. He doesn't want to look too pretty because he naturally is quite pretty. So I'm going to be starting with a treatment. It's a leave-in treatment and I'm using that as a styling product. It's called Luxe. It's a mask, leave-in. Now Jeremy has a little bit of blonde going through his hair. Luxe is colour safe. Its main ingredient is sunflower seed. The sunflower seed protects from the UV rays, but it's also got Davroe's patented technology of CPC, which is a colour protection complex. So it's going to help the colour stay as vibrant as possible. I'm then going to be going through and using some Curl Creme Definer. It's French. Well, the way I said it doesn't seem that French. It's actually made in Australia, in Adelaide, 100% Australian made and owned. So we're going to be putting a dollop of this. Now, what I found with Curl Creme Definer, as I also have curly hair similar to Jeremy, it's quite rich. So I'm going to start light, and the more I feel I need to put in, I will add more. And then we'll finish off after I've dried it a little bit with some Murray River Salt Spray to give it a little bit of texture and grit. Now I'm putting all these products in Jeremy's hair while his hair is still wet. I've towel dried it. I wash his hair with the Moisture shampoo and conditioner because his hair does feel a little bit dry as it is curly and does have blonde highlights going through it. So I'm starting from the ends and working my way up. The thing with Luxe and Curl Creme Definer, they are heavy, so I do want him to have a little bit of body, not too much. But if I start at the roots, it flattens it out. So add a little bit more. It's pretty long. Now I'm going to go in quite hard with the Curl Creme Definer, but I'm going to start slow. Like when I meet someone and then, you know, keep talking. So with this one I can go in a little bit more on the roots because it's not as heavy as the Luxe. Luxe you can leave in and just wear by itself, but Jeremy's hair needs a little bit more oomph than that to keep it tame. At the same time, he doesn't really wear his hair out as often as he should, even though it looks great. Putting all these products in and then letting it dry naturally, he'll then tie it up and it still looks clean, but styled at the same time, like my hair. Now I'm going to be going through and getting Jeremy to flip his head upside down, and then I'm going to diffuse it with the diffuser. Here's one I prepared earlier. Spin you right around for a moment and then drop your head down. All the way forward. Yes. This is going to take a while, so you don't have to keep filming if you don't want. Now chuck your head back for me. Yeah, bro. So now I'm going to be going back through with a little bit more curl definer now that it's, I'd say it's probably, I don't know, 70% to 80% dry. Using it in dry hair will make it heavier and stronger, so I'll add a little bit more of that. Then I'm going to go through and spray a little bit of salt spray in there from the Murray River Salt Spray to help this male Adonis become his full potential. You're saying I'm handsome? Thank you. You were talking about Jeremy, weren't you? Don't want to get any salt spray on your makeup, which he is wearing. I just want everyone to know he's wearing makeup quite regularly, actually. Now I'm going to be diffusing his hair upright. Initially I did it with his head down to get a little bit more volume in it. Yeah. But now I want to keep it a bit more natural, that's why I'm doing it from this way. You can cut all of that together, right? Now, I never want to dry curly hair 100% because it pulls back the frizz in it. You want to let it dry naturally. Also, if it's dried too much with the diffuser, it tends to curl up too much. I'm going to go through with a little bit more curl definer just around some of the ends, twist them through and then leave it, let it dry naturally. You can do this with a paste or a clay. Defining paste is quite good. It's got a little bit of sheen, or the texture clay, but I still want Jeremy to be able to run his hands through it later when it dries, so I tend to stay away from the really strong, heavy products. And there you have it, an attractive Jeremy. See this guy with no shirt on.